The next question the Shaykh was asked was regarding this thing that we keep hearing about regarding the so-called, if you like, the scientific miracle which is in the Quran that some people speak of, and whether it's permissible to add this so-called miracle to the many other miracles of the Quran and, you know, to the revelation of the verses of the Quran. So is it permissible to add this thing to the general miracles of the Quran that we know, like from the language point of view and so on and so forth? And the answer, the Shaykh says that we have spoken about this on more than one occasion, and we've, you know, made people, you know, we've made people aware about it, and we said that it's not permissible to explain the words of Allah, the speech of Allah, the Mighty and Majestic, except with the well-known usul of tafsir, with the well-known and established usul, principles of tafsir, which are that the Quran is first of all interpreted with the Quran itself. So we interpret the Quran with the Quran. So we look at other. For the explanation of a particular verse, we look at other verses first of all, and then with the Sunnah, and then with the Sunnah, and then with the tafsir of the Sahaba, the tafsir that's been narrated from the Sahaba radiyallahu anhum, and then the tafsir of the Tabi'een. And after this point, there's nothing to be added after this point. There's nothing else to be added beyond this point. So for example, we don't start explaining it with like contemporary, research or investigations, because these kind of things, they can be correct and they can be incorrect. They can be right and they can be wrong. And these are just merely the speech of people, and they are from the actions of people, and we don't make them as a basis for the tafsir, or we don't use them as an explanation for the speech of Allah the Mighty and Majestic. So we don't say that this is what Allah intended by this verse. We don't say that. You know, we don't take this research and this analysis and the scientific studies and so on and so forth, and so we don't take them and say this is what Allah intended by this ayah. This is speaking about Allah without knowledge. This is speaking about Allah without knowledge, and Allah is free. Allah is exalted above that. And then the Shaykh says, and how many things are there? How many of these investigations or things are there which might have been accepted as being correct in one day, and then after a short while or after a period, it is known to be an error. It's known to be incorrect and is known to be a lie. And so when that's known to be a lie, then another one comes along, like another position or a viewpoint or a understanding comes along, and then the same thing happens with that. So this is how it is with these affairs. And as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَا أُوتِيتُم مِّنَ الْعِلْمِ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا, that you have not been given of knowledge except a little. You have not been given of knowledge except a little. The Surah Al-Isra, Surah 17, verse 85. So the Shaykh says it's not permissible that we explain the Quran with the likes of these things, and nor is it permissible that we say that this is from the al-i'jaz al-ilmi, that this is like a type of scientific miracle, so to speak.